Okay, it's confession time. A couple of days ago I did something really rather stupid. I crashed this car into a concrete gate post. This popped off the bumper and yeah, it's not looking too good really, is it? You want to see the damage to the bumper, it's not great. So I'm going to attempt to fix it with some super glue and some PVC insulation tape. It's not gaffer tape, but for the purposes of this video I'm going to call it gaffer tape. It hopefully should do the trick. I feel really stupid and I've damaged what was otherwise cosmetically a pretty good looking car, to be honest, but all is not lost. I shall try and rectify my mistake with some bodging. So yeah, there is the damage. As you can see, it's quite extensive really, isn't it? That's obviously what that piece comes off. Yeah, you can see it's kind of flapping around there, and quite a lot of paint damage as well. I'm worried about this piece here. That could result in an illegality. So yeah, I'm going to try and obviously stick that piece on there with some of my adhesive and just try and smarten it up a bit. Going to of course need both hands for this, so I'll report back once it's been done. Alright then, so a little update on the progress on the bumper repairs on the Focus. It's been raining the last couple of days, so I haven't had a chance to get out here and really update anything, but at least that little piece there has adhered to the super glue that I stuck on it about 5 or 6 days ago. I gaffer taped it up and left it for a couple of days, and thankfully it is fixed. It's not pretty ugly, but at least it's not flapping around. So I'm now going to solve this piece with some super glue and some more gaffer tape. The weather forecast I don't think is particularly good for the next couple of days, so it's probably going to chuck it down, so I better get it done now while it's dry. Yeah, so I'm going to crack on with that. Won't be able to film it of course because I am going to need both hands for this. So I've got the piece that came off, gaffer tape, insulation tape and super glue. Wish me luck. So now as you can see, that is super glued rather generously, so much so that it's dripping onto the road. Super glued and gaffer taped pretty much unrecognisably. I mean, look, you wouldn't know that was an impact zone, would you? No, of course not. Right, so I'm going to leave that for a couple of days and I will report back and see if it worked. Okay then, so let's start tearing some of this off and see if the bodge has worked on the bumper. It's quite a lot of, actually didn't realise I put this much tape on it really, but better too much than too little. It doesn't look pretty, does it? But as long as it's functional, I don't really care, to be honest. It's going to need a splash of paint anyway. Oh God, there's a lot of tape on this. Far too much, but initial impressions are I think it's done the job. Oh dear. Right, I think actually some of this tape is set solid with the super glue, kind of a tape and super glue combo. Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely over glued it, but no matter, we're almost there. And that to me looks like a job well bodged. You'd have no idea, would you? Get off my fingers. Yeah, that is nice and solid. It looks absolutely terrible, doesn't it? But at least it's in place, it's stuck solid, and it's no longer a concern. Yeah, good stuff. Just get a little bit off there. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to smarten that up soon, but yeah, a job well bodged. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to donate to the channel to help me keep any of these terrible old wrecks on the road, you can do. The link is in the description below.